This young man takes a flight home for the first time, but actually, his seat is stolen by a bratty kid. He's about to lose his temper, yet the flight attendant quickly moves him to first class. To his surprise, he bumps into a bald man harassing a woman. To get rid of the bald creep, Alice pulls Bal to the seat beside her. Just like that, Bal gets lucky and lands in first class. Excited like a child, he keeps playing with the electric seat. Alice, instead, buries herself in work. Soon the attendant comes to take orders. Alice picks the lobster set. Bal copies her, but suddenly learns economy class transfers can't order first-class meals. His face turns red in embarrassment. Alice bursts into laughter. What seems like a coincidence is already fate. Midway, the plane hits turbulence. The body shakes hard. Seeing Alice's panic, Bal tells her not to worry. Maybe ask the attendant. But the attendant also panics, sits down, and prays. Next second, the cabin goes black. In the chaos, Bal feels Alice clutching his hand. That heartbeat is stronger than any turbulence. Yet she quickly pulls back, pretending nothing happened. Bal wants to comfort her, but he hesitates until landing. When Alice packs to leave, he finally blurts out, "Glad I almost died with you." Alice takes it as a joke, exchanges names, and walks away. Watching her vanish in the crowd, Bal feels a pang of loneliness, then spots a USB left on her seat. He runs to return it, but she's gone. Next day, Alice walks into her office as usual. Cold face, sharp aura. She's a 38-year-old fashion magazine editor, known for hard work and iron will. By seniority, she should be promoted to editor-in-chief, yet the boss gives the role to young Mary. Alice calls it age discrimination, but the boss says fashion needs energy, not age. Picasso kept his childlike spark at 91, while you are too rigid. Mary, with her bold personality, 2 ex-husbands and an ex-wife, fits the magazine's trendy image better. Bitter but helpless, Alice buries herself in work. Then she realizes the USB is missing. Just when she feels crushed, she notices a note. Turns out, Bal had come by to return it but left only his number. Alice dials right away. Bal is partying at a bar with friends, so they meet there. But for a woman near 40, that place reeks of youthful chaos. She just wants the USB and leave. Yet Bal apologizes. "The USB's at my place, not with me. If you need it now, you'll have to come reluctantly." Alice agrees. Outside, she sees Bal's pink scooter and freezes. It's been years since she's taken one, but Bal hands her a helmet, so she puts it on. The strap won't buckle. He steps in to help. From afar, her colleagues see it like a kiss. A cold, untouchable boss and a college boy. Juicy gossip. Phones click. Unaware, Alice hops on the pink scooter. Soon, they arrive at Bal's place. His life is simple, but his father is a famous film director, making Bal a real rich kid. Alice doesn't care. She only wants the USB. Bal takes her to his messy bedroom, digs around, and finally finds it. She thanks him shortly and turns to leave, without a second glance. To his surprise, Bal runs after her, shyly asking if she'd like to grab a coffee sometime. Only then does Alice realize he didn't just drop the USB at the office. He wanted an excuse to see her again, but with nearly 20 years between them, Alice can't accept it. She refuses firmly. She thinks the story ends there. Yet next day at work, she notices her colleagues staring strangely. Confused, she asks her secretary. Turns out, photos of her and Bal are spreading like wildfire in the company group. At first, she ignores the gossip, but even the boss brings it up. She's about to defend herself, yet the boss suddenly says, relieved, "So you're not as cold as I thought. You've got passion. I like this rebellious spirit. Keep it up." Then he rushes off, leaving Alice stunned. Lately, she feels detached from reality. Truth is, she's not lacking passion. She just buried it under work. Since her divorce, she's raised her daughter alone, with no energy for love. But now, this gap in her personal life is affecting her career. Her gay best friend hears her out and gives advice. Lean into the gossip. Let the boss see your change, and maybe your daughter gets a complete family. Work and life both win. That night, Alice gulps down wine, paces the balcony, and hatches a bold idea. If pretending to date that boy secures the chief editor job, why not try? She transforms herself. Tight skirt, leather jacket, red lips, golden hair loose on her shoulders. Charm radiates in every move, age invisible. She heads straight to Bal's school, inviting him to an art exhibition. Bal is speechless, even wonders if he's dreaming. At night, when he sees her again, he finally believes. Alice looks elegant and poised for the exhibition, but Bal shows up in casual sportswear, standing out awkwardly. Worse, inside, he gets distracted by an interactive screen, playing like a child. Alice feels embarrassed. Yet, to convince her colleagues watching that this is real romance, she joins in too. They laugh, play, until the organizer greets Alice warmly, touching her neck. Jealous, Bal snaps. When asked for feedback, he bluntly says, "Your ideas are childish. No highlight, no memory. Even college projects are better." The organizer is stunned. Alice forces a laugh to cover it, then drags Bal to the rooftop. But the rooftop is full of colleagues. She has no choice but to keep up the act. smiling and flirting. Finally, the tedious date ends. Alice is ready to say goodbye when her sister calls, reminding her of a blind date she set up earlier. The man, a successful surgeon, is already waiting at her place. Alice panics. She forgot completely, and she fears Bal finding out. She lies. Her daughter has appendicitis. She must rush home. Bal doesn't hesitate. He flags a cab, even pulls a passenger out, and clumsily pushes Alice inside. As the car speeds off, he shouts blessings for her daughter. Touched by his childish sincerity, Alice feels emotions she can't name. At home, she meets the surgeon. Just as her sister said, he's educated, reliable, and doesn't mind her daughter. The perfect match. Yet Alice's mind is restless. The blind date ends awkwardly. The next day at the office, Alice tries to show her boss her recent change, but the boss ignores her. Soon she thinks of another plan. That night, she puts on a sexy dress and takes Bal to a fashion show where her boss and board members are present. But suddenly, a model trips on the runway. With no clue about fashion etiquette, Bal rushes on stage to help. The crowd gasps. Alice feels embarrassed, yet she lets it slide, because she still needs Bal at the afterparty, where she plans to flaunt their romance in front of her boss. To make it more convincing, she drags Bal onto the dance floor. Lights flicker, music pounds. They lean closer. The air turns charged, almost dangerous. Alice nearly surrenders to the moment, but when she spots a colleague raising a phone to snap photos, she instantly sobers up, pulling Bal away. Later, they ride his pink scooter to Alice's apartment. The night is sweet, and at goodbye, Bal tries to hold her hand, but Alice quickly pulls back, mutters a rushed goodnight, and heads upstairs. Watching her vanish, Bal realizes he must act. He storms inside, knocks on her door, and when he's sure her daughter isn't home, he kisses her. Alice can't resist. She melts into his arms. Morning comes. Sunlight slips into the room. Alice regains reason and urges Bal to leave, but suddenly it rains hard, and one of his shoes goes missing. With no choice, Alice lets him stay. Yet fate twists again. Her sister and daughter come home early. In the awkward silence, Alice blurts, "He's just a colleague, came to pick up some files." Bal plays along, rising to leave. Outside the door, Alice runs after him and steals a kiss. That kiss captures his heart completely. Days later, Alice finds a map pinned to the tree outside her home. She follows it, discovers a Walkman, and hears Bal's voice recorded inside. Soon he appears on his pink scooter, carrying her into the summer breeze. Their hearts drift closer, wordless but undeniable. People say love boosts passion but hurts careers, yet Alice shines at both. Her bold designs win praise, even spark trends in France. Still, guilt gnaws at her. She feels she's deceiving Bal. While she plans an exit, Bal dreams of their future. The cruel truth, he builds castles. She plots goodbyes. So when Bal finally declares his love, only to hear, "We're not right for each other," he breaks. Alice sees the gap clearly. She's 38, a mother, burdened with work and bills. He's 19, still a boy who should stay out till 3 a.m. She imagines the years ahead. When she's 50, he's 31. How could they last? She ends it. Bal sinks into gloom. Even his carefree father notices. But the man, a womanizer, can't offer comfort, only old stories to distract him. Meanwhile, Alice struggles too. Her daughter gets in trouble at school. Teachers scold her. Then her sister sets her up on another blind date. Alice, raw from heartbreak, snaps at her. Even her gay best friend, instead of soothing, insists she confess the lie to Bal. Better hurt him with truth than scar him forever. Tired of nagging, Alice lies, claiming she already explained everything. Just then, the chairman visits the office. He praises Alice's new ideas, but says the cover model doesn't fit. Alice shows photo after photo, none good enough, until, by chance, he spots Bal's picture on her computer screen. At first, Alice refuses to involve Bal, not only because they've already broken up, but also because she doesn't want to use him again. She doesn't want his peaceful life ruined by her storms. The fashion world is always cruel, yet under her boss's constant pressure and threat of dismissal, she finally calls Bal, but no one answers. Turns out, Bal is still drowning in heartbreak. He stays home, drinking all day. 2 weeks later, his father returns from a trip, shocked to see the place like a junkyard. Just as he's about to talk with Bal, Alice suddenly shows up at the door. Bal panics, runs to the bathroom, but can't find a clean shirt. His father quickly takes off his own and lends it. When Alice steps inside, the father even pretends he's the drunk one who trashed the house, sparing his son from embarrassment. Since the apartment is too messy, Bal takes Alice to a cafe. After a few words, Alice gets straight to the point. She explains, "It's just one day of work, the pay is great, and you'll get to interact with young, pretty girls." Bal first seems fine, even happy to help, but the last sentence hits him hard. His face turns cold. Without another word, he walks away. He can't stand being pushed to others so openly. On the day of the shoot, Alice can't reach him at all. She almost confesses everything to her boss. But then Bal shows up with his father and heads into makeup. Just then, Alice's gay best friend arrives, apologizing. He really thought Alice had told the truth. That's how Bal learns everything. Fury burns inside, but he hides it. In front of everyone, he kisses Alice passionately, pretending nothing is wrong, until he clashes with the photographer, and the rage finally erupts like a volcano. Alice, clueless, begs him to hold on, but Bal shouts, "I can't fake it like you do. I can't kiss or sleep with people I don't love just for work. If you were up for Best Actress at the Oscars, I'd vote for you." Alice freezes. Her lies are exposed. She can only watch as Bal storms off. From then on, Alice is fired for misconduct. Her life loses its color. Only the familiar pink scooter parked by the street and the sign on her tree trunk remain, faded like her broken path. As days pass, her heart slowly seals itself. One day, while cleaning, she finds the missing shoe Bal had been looking for. Life is strange. When someone disappears, his shadow lingers everywhere. Late one silent night, Alice finally gives in. She picks up the phone, ready to leave him a message. That's when she realizes she's already fallen deeply in love. The next day, she goes straight to Bal's school. She asks around until she finds his classroom. The moment she steps in, the students mistake her for a substitute teacher, dragging her up to the podium. Bal stares, stunned. Alice looks at him, calm, and says, "Everyone makes mistakes. Admitting and correcting them is the greatest good. I'm sorry I ruined everything, but every night with you was true, and every moment apart was torment. I really like you. Please give me another chance." At first, Bal can't believe it. Only when his friend nudges him does he rise, like in a dream, and walk to her. Under the cheers of classmates, they kiss passionately. Meanwhile, the real substitute teacher stands awkwardly at the door. Later, Alice publishes her own book, and with Bal by her side, she finally has both love and career.